Now see the temperate zone. Okay. First of all, again we will recall the things what we have learned previously. So this is like our globe, right? Okay. Now I am dividing it with one particular line. What is this line called as?
Equator.
Very good.
Equator.
Equator. Equator. At what degrees it lies?
0 degrees.
Very good.
0 degree.
Okay, 0 degree. Now one more line I'll draw. That is here. What is this line called as?
Tropic of Cancer.
Very
Tropic of
good.
Cancer.
Tropic of Cancer. And what degrees? 23.
Ma'am,
23.5 degrees
23.1
north.
by 2 degrees.
1 by 2 not half or 0.5.
23.5 degrees.
Yeah, either you call it as 23.5 or 23.5 degree. Okay, north side, so I written N. And in the same side, in the same way, here, down.
Ma'am, Tropic
Tropic of Capricorn.
Ma'am, Tropic of Capricorn.
Very good. Tropic of Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Okay. And here too 23.5
Are
degrees. But
and
where
of
this
S.
is south side, so yes,
South,
we should
south.
indicate with S. Okay. And next comes to one more line which I'm drawing here. This is
Arctic Circle.
yes,
Circle.
66.5 degrees north.
yes, 66.5 degrees north, Arctic Circle. Okay. And one more.
Ma'am, Antarctic Circle, ma'am. 66.5 degrees.
South.
66.5 degrees south,
Yes, ma'am.
Antarctic Circle.
Antarctic.
Antarctic Circle. Okay. And the poles we know at 90 degrees. This is a south
North
pole.
Pole and South Pole, ma'am.
And
90 degrees north.
90 degrees
90 degrees south.
North Pole. Okay. North Pole and South Pole. Already very good. You have remembered all this. It's very nice. Now here this lesson.
Ma'am?
Was, yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what were you saying about, ma'am?
This one.
Ma'am, from some days I didn't attend the class, ma'am.
Okay, then you can go with the recordings which I have sent you to in the class group.
Okay, ma'am.
Now listen this lesson, that is temperate zone. It's going on. Okay, now we were recalling our important latitudes. Okay, that I was discussing here on the screen, on the board you can see. Okay, now temperate zone,
Okay, ma'am.
from where to where it is going to lie, and what are the climatic conditions that which we have here, that we are going to see. So before that, I want to make you people to recall here. That is 0 degree equator, Tropic of Capricorn, Tropic of Cancer. Okay. Now you all just have an idea. Now let us see from which degrees to which degrees, or from where to where this temperate zone lies.
Ma'am?
Yes. What is that? Yeah. Okay, Varshita. Map. Okay, good. Yes. That's what. Now see, this temperate zone lies in temperate region. Okay. And in this temperate region, that is right from here 23.5 degrees to 66.5 degrees. Both the sides, that is north and southern side. So I will share this region now. Okay. I'm going to share this one. And here also I will share it. Got it, everyone? Which region? It is not close to the equator, a little far away from the equator. So what about the climate? How the climate will be in this particular place? Hot or cold?
Ma'am, cold, ma'am.
Cold? Then what about these
Yes.
places? These last places?
Hot.
Hot.
Ma'am, no, ma'am. Ma'am,
No,
South Pole and North Pole are cool, ma'am, and your shaded one are hot.
Then what about this one? Equator there. Equator
It
there.
is what, ma'am? Ma'am, it is normal, ma'am.
normal.
Which is normal, which is hotter?
Shaded ones are normal, ma'am.
Ah,
And equator region is hot.
very good, very good. Equator region is hot. Shaded region is
Normal
means
temperature.
neither hot nor cool. Warm it's going to be. This is temperate one. Okay, temperate zone. So it means nothing but here neither hot nor cool. So why? See, our earth is tilted, you know, isn't it? And always the direct rays are falling on this equator to Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, means this portion. So obviously here temperature will be more comparing to the others. As we are going up and here down, what's happening? The temperature is getting reduced. Okay, so when we reach to the pole, totally it will be cool. Understand, children? So like that, it's getting decreased. And here this region, Tropic of Cancer to Antarctic Circle in the south and Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle in the north are called as temperate zones. Here the climate, neither it will be hot nor it will be cool. Okay, and from here from 0 to north side is called as northern hemisphere and 0 to south is called as southern hemisphere. We know this, isn't it? So like this, of course, this region lies, okay, in the northern hemisphere as well as in southern hemisphere. We are going to see the temperate region. Okay, understood everyone till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And here these regions are known for the grasslands, children. Means here in these places, we will have the grasslands. And here trees as well as some high mountains you can see here. Okay, trees will be fine. High mountains.
Ma'am,
you
what
can
is
see.
meant by grassland?
Grasslands you will see all this. Okay, land which is covered by the grass here. Trees also
Okay,
you
ma'am.
will
What
find
is
here.
meaning of land?
All these things. Okay, please let me explain you. And these grasslands are known by different names in different places. In all the places, we are not going to call these grasslands as with the same name. So what are the different names we call in different zones that we are going to see now. Okay, and here in your textbooks, of course, their map is there, and here we have the names. Let me show you. See, I think you all can see this now, this map. Okay, so here
Yes,
we
ma'am.
have different names in the different continents. Okay, so now here what are the names that which we have in different continents we have to see. So the different names of the grasslands are nothing but the prairies in North America. Where is North America now? Here, this one. This is North America. So see this green color portion you are able to see now. This is nothing but the grassland which is present here. That to see this line is Tropic of Cancer, this line. And this is Arctic Circle, this line. In between of these two, of course, you have here, right? And this is nothing but prairies, we have to call it. Okay, then we come to Russia, means the same northern hemisphere I'm showing you. So if we come to this part, that is this Russia, then here the grasslands have named as steppes. Okay, here the prairies and here the steppes, that is in Russia. Then I go with the down part, that is southern part. Okay, southern part also see, right from Tropic of Capricorn towards the down Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle we have to see now. Okay, right. Now you see after Tropic of Cancer, these green color portions in these three continents. Okay, First, let me come to the South America. So in South America, the grasslands are called as pampas. Okay. Then, in the same way, in Africa, the southern part of it, that is South Africa, where we will call. In South Africa, we call it as veld. Okay, V-E-L-D, velds. And when we go with this Australia, we call the grasslands which are present in this Australia as downs. Okay, so downs. These are the names where we have come across in our world in this zone. Okay, now once again we will recall them. I think you have understood this clearly, which zone from where to where. Now the shaded
Yes,
regions are
ma'am.
there. Na? In these shaded regions, you are having this temperate zone, that is the grasslands. Okay, now the names of that grasslands I'm going to write. This is very important, where you have to know, children. Okay, now North America. NA means what? North America. In short form, I wrote. In North America, what is the name of these grasslands? The temperate grasslands which are present here?
Ma'am,
Prairies.
trainees, ma'am.
Prairies.
Prairies.
Prairies. Okay, prairies. You say yourself. Okay, don't on the mic. You yourself there. You just keep on saying prairies in North America. Okay, prairies in North America. Prairies in North America. Okay, now comes under South America.
Ma'am,
Okay,
steps.
Pampas, ma'am.
Pampas. Yes, very good. P-A-M.
Pampas. P-A-M-P-A-S.
Okay, be in mute and say number of times. Okay, be in mute. Don't unmute yourself because every one of us will get disturbance. So please be in mute option and come on repeatedly. You can say that the continent name you have to say and then the grasslands which are being called there. Okay, that is pampas. North America prairies, South America pampas. I'll ask you now again. After completion of this, I'll ask you. Be careful,
Ma'am,
okay?
what is Australia called, ma'am?
Wait, Pranavi, we are coming one by one. Okay. Now, North America, South America, over. Now, let us take Russia. That is in Asia. But whereas I'll write Russia here. Okay. Russia. What is this Russia's?
Steps, ma'am.
Steppes.
Okay, steppes. Yes, T-E.
Steps, ma'am.
T-E-S. Okay, steppes. Steppes. Russia. Steppes. Russia. Steppes. Okay. Then next comes to South Africa.
Ma'am, weld. Ma'am, welds.
Yes.
Ma'am, well.
South Africa is nothing but Wales. V-E-L-D-S. Wales. Okay, South Africa, Wales. Okay, now once again I'm coming all these four. North America, prairies. South America, pampas. Russia, steppes. South Africa, Wales. Okay, and the last one left off, that is Australia. Beautiful
Down, ma'am.
Australia, right?
Down.
Yeah, yes.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, how will these grasslands be useful, ma'am?
Let us learn now. The lesson is about that only, right? We are going to learn now. In this lesson, when we finish this lesson, you will come to know what are the things that it happens here and what the specialities, all that things. Okay. Now that's what we are doing. But whereas first we should know what is that place, where they are, then what about the climatic condition, then plant life, then human life, then mineral resources, if anything. Okay, all like this. One by one we are going to study. Now, North America, prairies. South America, pampas. Russia, steppes. South Africa, Wales. Australia, downs. You all revise now. Once again, you people don't unmute yourself. Be in mute, and once you all just say these names. Okay? Prairies, North America. Pampas, South America. Steppes, Russia. Wales, South Africa. Downs, Australia. I hope you got it now. What are the grasslands that which are present here?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you people, what you have to do is take one world map, okay, and try to point out these. Not now, as homework. Okay, as
Ma'am, I already
Just
done
this.
it, ma'am.
Very good if you have done. But whereas this is the work where you have to do, so that it will be clear for you where actually these will be. Okay, and you can take the help of your textbook, page number 42. In that it is very clearly written. So once you see that and learn it, and then on an empty map of this word, just you mark those things. Okay.
Ma'am,
You won't even
you
use
in
color.
map.
What, ma?
This map is of world map, ma'am.
Yeah, world map, world map. Okay. Now I hope you all got these names. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, some more things we will come to know about these. That is what, see, the grasslands of northern hemisphere are different from those of southern hemisphere, it seems. Means northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Both are there, no? Like we have drawn the diagram and divided the, and here this is northern hemisphere and this is southern hemisphere. Okay, so northern hemisphere, whatever the grasslands which are lying, okay, those are differ from the southern hemisphere, it seems, the grasslands, right? The northern hemisphere grasslands are, what happens here, more extensive. In the southern hemisphere, what happens here, very narrowness you will find. If you want, once you observe the map which is there in your textbook, children, here you see the place which is occupying by the northern hemisphere of the grasslands and the southern hemispheres. Okay, here more land body is there and here more water body is there. Are you observing in the map? Okay, so these
Yes, ma'am.
also makes a lot of difference actually regarding the temperature, all those. Okay, see here these lands where they are lying and how the land part in middle there. And here you observe in the southern hemisphere, they are very close to the water bodies, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Ma'am,
all these
means in
water,
southern hemisphere.
Ma'am means if they are very close to water bodies, it will help them to grow, no, ma'am?
of course, it helps them to grow, and as well as in climate also, they will have a lot of difference. Okay, because they are residing in the coastal regions, right? Not like the northern hemisphere. And even the place which is occupying by the northern grasslands and southern grasslands also, it's differ. It is being different, right? Like this. Abhinaya, what is happening? Why are putting the pictures? Okay. Now let me go with this. Now here, due to the narrowness, here the temperature portion, of course, it is going to be different, children. And here, the northern hemisphere, which grasslands are lying? Can anyone say me? Which grasslands are lying in the northern hemisphere?
Ma'am, steppes and Steppies and prairies, ma'am.
Prairies.
Prairies.
Yeah.
Prairies and steppes.
Prairies.
ma'am.
Yeah. Prairies and steppes. These are the two grasslands which are lying in the northern hemisphere. And rest of the three, that is pampas, velds and downs, are lying in the southern hemisphere. So we will find a lot of difference between these two grasslands and again these three ones. Okay, as just now I said, na, why that differences, of course it is, right? So even in the temperature part, all that also, of course, we are going to have a difference. So what is the difference that which we have? Now let us learn under the climate of this. Shall I wrap now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Let's come to climate of this place. How the climate is here. That too in the northern hemisphere as well as southern hemisphere. Separately we are going to see now here, children. Okay, in the grasslands itself, separately here. Why? Just now we have seen because of the narrowness and they are very adjacent to the water bodies. And the northern hemisphere, of course, they are not like that. They are in the interior of this lands. Okay, those are the grasslands of these northern and southern hemispheres will have different climates. Okay, it won't be same like
Ma'am, means the
northern.
climate is different means the grass type will also change, no ma'am. Different
course,
types of grasses will grow.
Yes. What you said is right. Okay, so that differences, of course, we will come to know here now. Now here see, whatever the climate we will find in the northern hemisphere between 23.5 degrees to 66.5 degrees will be differ from comparing to the southern hemisphere of same degrees, that is 23.5 to 66.5. As they are residing very close to the water bodies and very narrow, they have comparing with the northern hemisphere. Okay, children, that is the reason why, of course, we find here like this. Now, in the northern hemisphere, the grasslands are found in the interior of the continent. Interior means what? Inside. Like you imagine, this is Russia. Now, in this Russia, we are finding like this the grassland. This is inside that. Okay, but whereas observe the southern hemisphere now, whereas southern hemisphere we are finding that to the adjacents like this, corners. You just see pampas, wells and downs in the textbook where they are located. They are very close to that means exterior regions we are finding. Exterior means like this edges. Okay, outside. Interior means like inside. Inside. In the northern hemisphere we are finding like in inside, but whereas in southern hemisphere we are finding towards the edges. Can you see now? Just observe the map once again in that textbook so that it will be clear for you. Okay, right. Now what about the climate here? How the climate is going to be? So here see, we are going to have different climatic conditions in the northern and southern hemispheres. Okay, so here these areas are very hot in summer and very cold in winter. Which areas? The areas which are there in the northern hemispheres. Okay, northern hemisphere grasslands which are located, they are the prairies and steppes. These two they will have here. In summer it will be like hot and in winter it will be cool. Okay, like this kind of climatic conditions we are going to find here, and this is known as continental type of climate. What climate? Continental type of climate. Once again, you people repeat it and say continental type of climate. Means summers are very hot and winters are very cold. Okay, summers are very hot, winters are
Winters are
very
very cool.
cold.
Cold.
Okay, and even
Climates, ma'am.
hot winds will blow here. Hot winds are called with a name like Chinook. Okay, Chinook, and in India also these hot winds will blow, and those winds are known as Loo. Loo. Loo.
Ma'am, means these hot winds will make the grass very hot.
Not grass, the climate. The climate conditions, of course, they get changed. Okay, because of that influence, again the plants, animals, life also it changes. One is dependent to other, na? That's what. Okay, and here these hot winds blows, you see. And here what is happening when the hot winds blows in spring over these prairies? This hot winds help them to melt the snow. Okay, so snow will fall now in winter seasons especially. What happens to the snow? It is going to melt off due to the heat which is present here. Okay, what happens? It melts. What it melts? The snow in winters because the temperature,
And
the temperature is the temperature is little hot comparing to the other southern hemisphere, right? That's why. And when it melts, then what happens? The grass which is present in
it
the
falls on
northern
grass.
hemisphere, so it won't have the like a sheet of ice. A sheet of ice means nothing but a thin layer of ice will be covered. Okay, on that plants or small bushes, all these. Then what happens is, if it is like that cool, the animals can't eat them, right? But whereas here, what is fetching the hotness? What it is doing is it is melting that sleet of ice or else snow which have fallen on that grasslands. Now what's happening is it is melting off. It is becoming like water and it's melting off. Then only here we can see the trees or the plants, small bushes, all that. Right?
Ma'am,
Now it is very easy for the animals to graze them. Grazing means nothing but eating. Like that they will come and they'll have that. Na? So like that. Okay, this climate, what is making this climate conditions are allowing that animals to graze or to have that. Okay, this possibility is there. Understood? In northern hemisphere, what happens? It will be hot in summer and cool in winter. Continental type of climate we are going to find, and this heatness is helping the snow to melt off so that animals can graze, animals can eat that grass, okay, which is present here. Grazing is possible. Now let us come to the southern hemisphere. What's happening in this place? In southern hemisphere, the temperature is totally different, isn't it? It's not like very hot in summer and very cold in winter, because they are lying in the, like, any place if we take, right? In the exterior regions, not in the interior region. And
ma'am,
also one more thing which you have to observe is they are lying towards this water bodies here. Totally water is there, na? Means coastal regions. Yes, someone is calling me. Okay, no one, huh? Right. So these, they are located near the coastal regions. Coastal means what? Nothing but very close to the water bodies. Places are called as coastal regions. Okay. Now imagine this, here all full water is there. All this water. Here also water. And here we don't have. Then from here to these all places till here are called as coastal regions, because just adjacent to the water bodies they are residing. That's the reason.
ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
On the board, you drawed and circle and kept NH and SH, no, ma'am. Ma'am, NH means North Hemisphere and SH means South Hemisphere, ma'am.
Yes, I said na.
Okay, ma'am.
I said that. Okay. Maybe you people are not paying attention in between. Okay.
Ma'am, I got disconnected, ma'am. That's
Okay.
why.
Okay then. Okay. Like this, these are the coastal regions here. And here, because of these, what's happening to the climate? The climate is not like the northern hemisphere. Okay. Here we have, yes, ma, say.
Ma'am, Satvik is sending messages, ma'am. Time is up like that.
Let him send. You please don't interrupt me. Okay. Varshita, what's your doubt, say, ma?
Ma'am, you told in winter the hot wind will flow, no, ma'am. Ma'am, but in winter it is cool, no, ma'am. How the hot winds will flow?
The wind, see, it changes its directions time to time, period to period. It is not a permanent winds which settle there itself. It will come and move. Okay. So it won't be, but whereas it is making these hot winds which are blowing from one side to the other, they are making this snow to melt off.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. And again, of course, it is common where it is gone. Right. Okay, children. Here then the climatic condition, how we are going to find these, like moderate one. Moderate means neither too hot nor too cool. Like,
Normal.
okay, normal. Yes, normal climatic conditions we are going to find here. Okay, means we can say that throughout the year, the climate will be like a normal itself, pleasant. It won't be like winter too cool and summer too hot, like in northern hemisphere. Okay, this is what we have learned about the climate of this temperate grasslands in this part. Okay, as our time up, now I should wind up my class as we have got so it will get disconnected. And in the next class,
Bye,
we are
ma'am.
going to see about some other things. Okay, plant life and animal life, all that. Thank you, children. Have
Bye,
a
ma'am.
nice day.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.